All right, hopefully I'm live. All right. All right, the audio is working. Okay, just gonna give everyone some time to tune in because we might have a major hurricane in play in a few days. Thank you. If you're now just tuning in, let's leave a like so we can spread awareness because this is starting to get pretty serious. And I mean serious here. Also, another update I have is that I now have a Venmo. If you want to help, if you want to donate, you may do that. I am not going to force you, but it would mean a lot to me, though. It really would. So, yeah. Right now, time is almost 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are currently, all right. Let's start the stream. This is going to be a 45-minute to an hour stream about this major hurricane. I probably will continue streaming about this until or after it's gone forever. Hopefully that's the case. Right now we're going to be talking about this possibly major hurricane that's going to be in play for on Thursday, which it's looking pretty likely that we're going to see that. So here we go. We have, this is Tropical Cyclone 9, or should I say Tropical Depression 9. That's right now, has 35 miles per hour. I would not be surprised if it becomes a tropical storm on either before Wednesday or at around 11 to 12 in the morning. I'd say around 12 a.m. It probably will be a tropical storm. It'll definitely be named Helene. I highly doubt it's going to be Isaac. It's 100% going to be Helene. But right now, this is a depression, and the reason why, and people are gonna be like, "Hey, this is not looking concerning or anything like that." But if you take, but I will be showing you why this is concerning. Here is the cone of uncertainty. Here's the path of it. Here's the path. You can see this will start off. This will become a tropical storm right around tomorrow. Actually, 12 a.m. on Wednesday. I meant 12 a.m. on Tuesday. Why did I say Wednesday? I apologize for that. We do have a possible, this is going to develop into a tropical storm tomorrow, and it won't cause any harm to, like, for now, but once it goes past Cuba and the Cancun areas, it's going to rapidly intensify into a Category 1 hurricane, maybe into a Category 2 hurricane by midnight on Thursday. And then if you look at here, right here, this is M. We have a major hurricane in play for Thursday afternoon, which this is when it goes haywire, or should I say right before it makes landfall, and we have not seen anything like that for a while. This is pretty dang rare. I don't think we've seen this since Beryl. I might be wrong about that, but if you see an M, a letter M on the path here, this is not good. It's not looking really, really good, and I don't know what you're saying, Jay. So I don't understand. So right now we do have tropical storm. We do have some tropical storm. Hold on, I gotta see. Is there any oh no, warnings? Is there storm surge? I'm learning about this, y'all. So What about 3 days? Okay, so let's look at the 3 days here, shall we? So here this storm right here. It is exploding. It's when I mean exploding, it is bubbling up a lot because due to the Gulf of Mexico waters being super warm, and has a favorable environment for it to become a tropical storm and even into a hurricane as well. Right now we already have tropical storm warnings, I think, or tropical storm watches happening right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get some hurricane warnings out of that area in Cuba and stuff like that. I would not be surprised. Here's the path. We already have the path, so this is really going to cause big time problems. It's going to around the Cancun area and the Cuba area. Definitely going to cause bigger problems once it goes into like the Gulf of Mexico, like into Florida. Florida is going to get hit the hardest apparently, which is not good at all. This entire state is populated with people, and unfortunately, it's looking like it's going to happen. All right, let's look at our models here. I know I usually want to talk about that. I want to talk about the models here and see what's going to happen. So right now, at this point, it's going to become, it's concerning. Like, I'm not going to question the models that much. I'm not going to say, oh, this is super inaccurate. It is looking pretty accurate. Sorry, Jay, I don't understand Spanish. I really don't. Right now, if you look at the GFS model, this is the 18Z GFS. You can see that this hurricane does intensify into probably a Category 2 hurricane, which doesn't appear to be major according to the 18Z. But then it just completely goes over. It hits Tallahassee, but only on the left side, meaning that they're not going to experience the worst of the storm surge or something like that. And then later on, it dies out completely and it goes into Georgia, into the Carolinas, causing some flooding problems and even tornadoes as well. Let's look at the 12Z. 12Z is definitely the most important model to check out. And as you can see, look at the 12Z GFS. The 12Z GFS is also pretty concerning. You look at that on 944 millibar. That's a major hurricane in play, and you can see this is like 78 hours out. Things can easily change. There are some other models disagreeing with the GFS, which I'll be talking about here in just a moment. Yeah, look at that. That is unfortunately not good. It looks like it's pulling in a dahlia here, where it's making landfall to where it's making landfall in Perry, Florida, which they already experienced like a major hurricane last year. Now they could experience yet another storm that could occur this year, which is not good for them. And the same thing goes for the 18Z. It just completely dies out, does no harm whatsoever. I don't know if we talked about the 06Z. Let's see what that does. Oh my God. Yeah. Look at that. 937. That is it's worse, but for the 06Z, but during the 18Z, it downtrended a little bit, but it's still not looking good either way. It's going to cause storm surge problems, including some insane winds and tornadoes. Definitely concerning in my eyes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Let's look a closer look at that. I definitely want to see what's going to happen with this hurricane in particular. And man, look at that. I feel like the reason why it's not strengthening as much is because of the dry air down to the south, and that's what's probably going to maybe weaken it or not strengthen it as much, but it's still going to cause problems. This is going to cause big time problems in the near future. But yeah, there is some decent dry air in the backside. So I mean, this could end up being a saving grace for it becoming a major hurricane if that's possible. But I don't think it's going to stop it from not becoming a major. I think it's possible that it's going to. So yeah, I think we'll probably keep an eye out on this, see what happens. But other than that, I'm not. I wouldn't panic if you live in like Tallahassee or this like areas like Perry, Florida. I mean, you gotta be, but please be weather aware if you're in like Tallahassee, Perry, even in Tampa, Florida, Tampa, Bradenton, Sarasota. All of you guys need to be weather aware because although you're not going to get hit the hardest out of this, you're still going to get hit by storm surge, which can cause some problems, including like flooding and rainfall and even water spouts too. So please be mindful of that if you live in Tampa. I would not be surprised if the SPC would issue like a slight risk for tornadoes in like Tampa or Bradenton, Sarasota, stuff like that. Definitely wouldn't rule that out. I do see that occurring with this storm. But right now, the GFS does print this out to hit to where Idalia hit at from a year ago. And I hate to say this, but like this is not looking good. And you can see how the storm, unfortunately, just doesn't really weaken that hard at all. Like it doesn't weaken that much. It's still like it weakens a little bit over land, but it, like right when it's like at 971, this is a category 1. It's still a category 1 in Georgia. Still a category, and now I think it's a tropical storm now. This doesn't like it's still like a cat 1, and it's pretty crazy to think about it. But I think it's because how the elevation is super low, and there's barely any wind shear stopping this thing. I think that's the reason why. But man, I hate to say this, but this is looking pretty serious. I'm not going to look at the European model. We're going to go on this one website we're going to go on this one website, which a lot of people have been telling me about. Let's look at it's called TropicalHibbits. If you're now just tuning in, welcome in. Make sure to like the stream. We need to spread the word on what's happening right now. We do have a major hurricane in play for Thursday, which I hate to say it major because it looks really concerning. All right, let's look at 9. Let's look at Depression 9 here because that's our storm. Uh-oh. This image is not... is this why? Okay, so here's the HMON model for this particular storm here. So as you can see, it slowly rises towards... Well, actually, I think this doesn't go as far. Yeah, it stops. Never mind. So I guess this model is loading. I didn't read that. So, but yeah, as you can see, look at the HMON model. I don't know how accurate this is, but you can see this storm just slowly, it just strengthens like into like a 971 millibar low, which means this is like around a category 1. Which is not, I mean, it does not look as bad, but it's still going to cause problems in Cancun and Cuba if it does hit those areas. Let's look at the 12Z on the HAFS-A. I heard this model has been doing pretty good with hurricanes. And as you can see here, it's already like a 979 millibar low, 963. This is strengthened. It's already a category 2 when it's like near Cancun. Unlike the other model we looked at, it looks way stronger. Looks really strong. It's already a major hurricane over here. This looks, oh my God, this looks pretty serious with this model. 932. Wow. Okay. Holy crap. This is like around Cat 4. Like around Cat 4. Like look at that. 899 millibar low. That is a pretty dang powerful hurricane that's in play for in the Gulf right now. but it doesn't look like it's strengthening anymore. It just looks like it peaks right there. But it looks like it's going to make landfall around like Tallahassee, stuff like that. Man, that is just really bad. And you can see it like completely, and then it continues its way. It's still like strengthened. It's still like a category like 2 or something like that. It doesn't even weaken that much at all. I mean, Georgia's probably going to get hit by like a category 1 or 2 hurricane here. And then boom, just dies out completely into a tropical, into like a storm, normal low pressure system, and then boom, just dies completely. So this model has been pretty dang aggressive with this storm. Like as you can see, 899 millibar low. That's insane. I have not seen something like that in a long time. Right now, the new HEFS model is coming out right now. Hopefully it doesn't really uptrend anymore. I really hope not. So here's the HEFS-B model. And as you can see here, it shows it hitting Cancun a little bit more than Cuba, but they're still both getting hit either way. Oh, actually, I'm going to go on this model right here. So here's the 12Z. So the 12Z, wow. So the 12Z is going haywire with this. 948, that's already a category 3 around there. That's pretty dang strong. And oh my God. That's scary. But I would not say I highly doubt this is going to happen. I would not pay attention to the models. This is only predicting what could happen. If you're now just tuning in, welcome in. We are just talking about this possible major hurricane Helene. It's looking pretty likely that we're going to see that, and unfortunately, the cone path that I showed earlier is going to cause problems in Florida. Definitely in the Tampa area too. It's going to cause big time problems around there. But right now, we're on TropicalHibbits, and this model right here, HEFS-B and the HEFS-A on the 12Z, they've been pretty aggressive with this storm. But even if this were to happen, it's going to cause catastrophic damage around around this region right here. This is where catastrophic damage is going to take place at if this were to occur. But luckily, I'm not seeing anything too populated in that area except for Tallahassee, maybe even Perry or something like that. So there are some small towns in the path, unfortunately, that could take a hit from this storm. So we're not seeing like a very serious, very, very serious situation, but this is still serious either way. So, we have the GFS on here. I mean, the GFS does do hurricanes as well. So this is what the 18Z has to say. Right now, the 18Z doesn't print out like a very insane storm like the previous models I've been showing, but unfortunately, it does show it like hitting the areas as still producing some strong winds. This is like around like a category 2 hurricane, around a high end category 2, I'd say, and then it doesn't appear as like intense, but still is going to be pretty bad either way. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what other model is there. There's a European model. The European model does really crappy with hurricanes. This is why I don't really trust it that much. I don't think it works. Oh no, it does. Never mind. Let's look at the European model. Shows it a bit weaker, which I'm not buying. I don't think it's going to be that weak. I think it's going to be like a very strong hurricane, major hurricane possibly. So hopefully that's not the case at all. Man, that's just not looking good for, well, hopefully the Europeans are right though. When I mean not good, I mean not good for the hurricane. It will definitely not survive. with the European in play. Anyways, I don't think. Oh, there's other models I can indicate it, but the short range models suck with hurricanes, so I don't really see it as a big issue at all. So, all right, we're gonna get current storms. Let's go there. So here's our I forgot to show this. Here's I think this is 9. Yeah, this is 9. So here's 9. You can see insane bubbling coming in. This is organizing pretty quick, and this is going to really cause issues here in the Gulf. So, and here's the here's this as well. We got potential tropical cyclone 9. A lot of spaghetti models indicate a tropical storm, but some of them are going way extreme with this. Like we have like 2 of them becoming like category 5 status, which, man, I have no clue if this is going to be accurate. I have no clue. I feel like the best case scenario for this storm is probably going to be around like a category 3, maybe even a category 4 at most. But I mean, category 5, man, that is just, no, I'm not buying that. I really am not buying that at all. So if you look at the spaghetti models here, you can see a lot of uncertainty still remains with where it's going to make landfall at, but most of them are indicating it's going to make landfall right around here, where Tallahassee is at, maybe even Perry, Florida, where they got hit previously last year. Some models are indicating it's going to make landfall somewhere in Panama City or even Mobile, Alabama, which it's possible, but I don't know if it's going to be the case. And some of them, and it's weird because you can see it just making a weird loop around like in Illinois and stuff like that, which that's going to hit me apparently again. We've been hit by remnants, a lot of remnants this year. Like we've been hit by Francine, Beryl. We've been hit by 2 storms that cause like cloud cover and stuff like that, which is pretty incredible. But yeah. And once again, if you're just tuning in, here's the path of the cone path. This is this path will show you where it could end up going. Just because it's like this does not mean that it's going to go there. I highly doubt it's going to do that. I think it could end up like it's going to end up wobbling a lot when it comes to hurricanes like this. So definitely would be watching out in Tallahassee and Tampa, Florida, Perry. Everyone in the western coast of Florida needs to be aware of this right now. So that's pretty much it. And of course, we've got another spaghetti models. Definitely printing out a pretty intense landfall here near where Tallahassee's at. So watch out, Tallahassee, Florida. Watch out. Let's look at our satellite in imagery. Is there a realistic one? No, there's not. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, you can look at the Earth. That's funny. Oops, I don't want to go on OBS. What happened to my thing? Oh, that's weird. Anyways, so we're gonna go back to pivotal weather. And we're going to talk about the severe weather this time. And then we're probably going to wrap this up because right now I have to go eat dinner. And right now it's Monday. I think these live streams will definitely be short, but it's just a little update on what can occur. Okay, let's see here. Why did I get a notification? Oh, you're attracting more people. Well, by more people, I mean we need to attract more people for this hurricane right now. I feel like people should be aware of this. Like yesterday's stream, I did a very big stream about that, and yeah, a lot of people need to be aware of this. All right, we're going to talk about the severe weather so I can go eat. Anyways, here's our severe weather outlook for today. We do have a marginal risk for the Ohio Valley and the Mississippi Valley areas. Definitely a little something to keep an eye out for, but right now it's just marginal, and we do have nothing happening at all down here. But you can see some areas of rotation right here in like near Iron Mountain Lake, near like Farmington, Missouri. That's kind of something. And we got some area of rotation right here. Most of these are rain wrapped, it looks like. So definitely something that can easily happen. Right now it just started, so yeah, there's something to keep an eye out on. So our main concern will definitely be damaging winds and hail. And we do have a tornado threat with this. We do have a 2% chance within 25 miles of any given point. With the low tornado threat, we could see a tornado or two out of this for today. But right now, looking at what's happening, I highly doubt we're seeing this occur. If you look at today or tomorrow, this is Tuesday, we have a slight risk of severe weather across like Kentucky. And the main concern is definitely going to be damaging winds. There is a hail threat with this, but it's not as bad really. But we also have a tornado threat up here in the in Ohio, Indiana, bits of Pennsylvania, West Virginia. There will be a tornado or two up there as well. But I think the main concern will definitely be damaging winds. And I would not be surprised if that tornado threat shifted down to the south towards like Kentucky and stuff like that. I think that's possible with that setup. And on day 3, Wednesday, we do have a TSTM risk, which means that we could not see a marginal risk in play, but we could end up seeing just a normal thunderstorm threat. And here's our day 4 through 8 outlook. I would not be surprised if they're talking about it right now, potential tropical cyclone. I would not be surprised if we see like a tornado threat occur with, our marginal or slight risk would possibly be in play for Florida on day 3, mainly for tornadoes. I would not be surprised to see that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And our temperature outlooks pretty much looks the same. Everyone's gonna be above average, blah blah blah. Everyone's definitely gonna be above average. I think our participation is kind of the same. A bit of a higher drought condition near Texas and New Mexico. Something unfortunately they're probably not going to experience some rain in a long time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got some participation occurring in the northwest. All right, so let's look at our total rainfall risk according to the GFS. Let's look at that, because I think we're going to see a lot of rainfall occur from this hurricane that's about to occur in Florida. We're going to take a look at that. Southeast Florida. Let's go back. Let's go here. So where's I forgot where the rainfall is. There it is. So here's the rainfall risk. We have 8 people watching. All right, so this is going to be a quick live stream. I'm not going to stay for that long. If you want to like the stream, go ahead. It will definitely help spread awareness, hopefully. And also, I have a Venmo. If you want to help, if you want to donate, you may feel free to do so. It would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot, but I'm not going to force you to use it. I'm not going to force you. So here's our total rainfall. So you can see, wow, look at that. You can see got some rain falling down. I was expecting a little bit of a higher rain threat over here near where this area is, but there's still going to be flooding problems either way. You can see 5 inches over the coastal areas, 8 inches, 7 inches in Georgia. Flash flooding is definitely going to be the main concern in Georgia, even in South Carolina too. Definitely going to cause problems. Even in Alabama. Alabama will definitely have some flooding issues going on there as well on Friday night and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be a big problem. Turn around, don't drown. If you're out driving in a flooded prone area, do that. And wow, I mean, if you look at before landfall, let's look at Atlanta, Georgia. So right now you can see they're at 0.5 inches of rain. This is what it is, right? on like Thursday afternoon, and then 12 hours later, or a day later, 3 inches of rain. And then boom, just, I mean, they're going to get some rain though, but it's going to be pretty, we might see some flooding problems occur with this. A total of 9-10 inches of rain over here. South Carolina getting, wow, I think this is Augusta, Georgia too. They're going to experience some flooding problems as well. Let's look at the tornado threat. I think this is what this is going to, I think we should do that too. Just look at the tornado threat real quick. See what's going to happen with this particular storm. You can see some supercell composites rising. Here's the storm right here. That's the center of it. And here we got here's our threat here. Although it's a tropical tornado, it has a decent environment, and there is not bad like wind shear. There's not bad like 3 Cape. I mean, it's pretty decent in my opinion. I think the tornado threat will definitely be right around Tampa, is where I'd be watching out for potential water spouts and tornadoes. And even storm surge too. I mean, Tampa's definitely going to get hit by this too as well, so keep that in mind. And yeah, you can see a little tornado threat occur on Friday night or Thursday night as well at 9 a.m. Not 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Definitely a decent tornado threat near the Savannah area. We got supercell composites like in the 8s and 9s. And it's looking pretty likely for tropical tornadoes to occur in that area. Even in South Carolina too. I think South Carolina will definitely receive some tornadic activity as well. I mean, it's a decent environment for that to occur. And here you go. Here's the highest probability. I mean, this is just that's just a normal looking thing. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's it for today. I don't expect much to occur with this. I don't expect much from this live stream, as this is a quick, brief. It's just a quick, brief live stream. I'm not expecting really much to, like. I'm not going to stay here and talk about like why this hurricane is doing that, blah, 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 blah. I think it's still showing the same thing. So I'll probably post another live stream tomorrow about this storm and see if anything has changed over the past 24 hours. We'll definitely keep an eye out on that. So yeah, I'm going to eat dinner.